Hello and welcome to a new lesson, present continuous or progressive tense. Review lesson, lecture 24. Let's discuss about this topic. Structure of present continuous tense in the affirmative or positive form of sentence. If we have the subjects like he, she, it and singular noun, we add is. After this, we add the first form of the verb with ing. And then we have objects or other words. This is the first structure. We have the second structure, and if our subjects are you, we, they, plural noun, then we add are. After this, we add first form of the verb with ing, and then we have objects or other words. We have one more structure, that is I. Then we add am, then we have first form of the verb with ing, and at the end we have objects or other words. So we have three different structures: subjects being used with is, subjects being used with are, and the subject being used with am. Now let's talk about examples. He is closing the door. She is cooking food. It is raining now. I'm teaching English. You are reading a book. They are playing tennis. We continue and move to the next stage of discussion, that is a structure of present continuous tense in the negative form of sentence. And if we have the subjects like he, she, it and singular noun, we add is not and the short form is isn't. And then we have the first form of the verb ing, and then we have objects or other words. If we have the subjects like you, we, they, plural noun, then we add are not and the short form is aren't. Then we add the first form of the verb with ing. Then we have objects or other words. We have one more structure, that is to say I. Then we add am not, or the short form is amn't, and then we have the first form of the verb ing, and then we have objects or other words. So in the negative form we use not. Let's see the examples. In the negative form, he isn't helping the poor. She isn't making a cake. Amn't teaching French. Tom isn't riding a bicycle. You aren't helping the poor. Girls aren't riding bicycles. We continue to the next stage of our discussion, interrogative form of sentence in the present continuous tense. In this case, we use is, helping verb first, and then we have subjects like he, she, it and singular noun, and then we use the first form of the verb ing, and then we have objects or other words. Let's see the examples. Is he drinking juice? Is she going to college? Is it working well? Is Tom driving a car? We have one more structure, that is are in the beginning of the sentence before the subjects, and then we use subjects like you, we, they and plural noun, and then we have the first form of the verb ing, and then we have objects or other words. Examples: are you drinking juice? Are you going to college? Are they playing games? Are girls making cakes? And the last one is am, and then we have the subjects like I. We have the verb in the first form with ing, and then we have objects or other words. Example: we have am I teaching French? Now we move on to the next interrogative sentence with question words like what, how, when, why, where, etc. How? In this case, we use question words first. After that, we have the helping verb is, and then we have the relevant subjects like he, she, it and similar noun, and then we have the first form of the verb with ing, and then we have objects or other words. Like we can see in the examples: why is he going to Paris? How is she cooking food? When is it going to happen? Where is Tom driving a car? We have one more structure: question words plus are, and then we have the relevant subjects like you, we, they and plural noun, and then we have the first form of the verb ing, and then we have objects or other words. See the examples: what are you doing? Why are we going to college? When are they planning to do? Why are girls making cakes? And the last structure is question words plus am, and then we use I, and then we have the first form of the verb with ing, then we have objects or other words. See the example: why am I teaching French? Now we move on to the next stage, that is usage of present continuous tense, and the first point in the direction is an action which is going on at the time of speaking, at the time of progressing, at the time of happening, we can say that. Let's see the examples. Is he reading a book now? I am teaching English. Tom is playing football. It is raining now. We are cooking food. So the action is progressing at the present moment, at the time of speaking. Now we have the usage of present continuous tense, the second point is to express future plans or arrangements. See the examples. Is he going to London next week? Are the trains coming on time? Are they appearing in the exam? The guests are arriving in an hour. What are you doing tomorrow? So these are some of the fundamental concepts about present continuous tense. Hope you understand the concept. Thank you and goodbye.